Hi, this is Mike Haber. Thanks for asking, why do we have a Sixth Amendment right to counsel? As an admitted history geek, I'm especially grateful for the opportunity to explain this right to you. Before we won our independence from the British Crown, the U.S. was nothing more than a series of colonies populated by folks who'd traversed the Atlantic, many fleeing King George III's tyrannical rule, yet finding themselves still subject to the imperiousness of a monarch. After a bloody, prolonged war, old Uncle Sam was born, our freedom was won, we secured our independence, and via the United States Constitution, we established a protocol for how our new Kingless Country would be governed. As a shout out to Massachusetts, our founding fathers and our founding mothers were wicked smart. They drew up our Constitution with foresight and with benevolence, but they didn't get it absolutely correct in its first draft, and modifications were required. In fact, due to omissions, several colonies opposed ratifying the Constitution and only agreed to endorse it because amendments were agreed to in advance. These conditions precedent are the first 10 amendments, collectively known as the Bill of Rights. They obviously include the 6th, and they were added to the U.S. Constitution on December 15th of 1791. That observed, U.S. law stems from the British common law, and when the USA became sentient, British common law was still requiring that any criminally accused person had to self-represent with no right to counsel. That changed in the United Kingdom in 1836 when full legal representation was authorized in British courts. If my math is correct, then our forefathers were 45 years ahead of their British brethren in conferring a constitutional right to counsel whenever one is accused of committing a crime by the government. Even before our Revolutionary War, prior to the shot heard round the world at Lexington and Concord, John Adams famously represented the 8 British soldiers who had been charged in the Boston Massacre. He did so because a 35-year-old Adams believed it was vital that those soldiers received a fair trial. He also believed that the colonial cause for self-government would be damaged if Boston justice turned out to be little more than lynch law. So he was convinced that the soldiers were wrongly accused, they fired in self-defense, and he successfully represented them. With all that said, I thank you very much for your question. I appreciate your having asked it. Please remember that at Haber PA, it's all about reasonable doubt. And if you like this video, then please subscribe to our YouTube channel. We'll be putting out more soon.